When the Porter family of 7 moved from Madison, Connecticut to Pomfret in 1964, a then pre-teenager could not possibly have imagined the positive impact that he would have upon northeastern Connecticut over the next 60 years. But you are about to find out. With no high school to call its own, Putnam High was the designated secondary school option for most 8th grade Pomfret community graduates, and Herbert Douglas Porter headed to Woodstock Avenue to begin his freshman year and get acquainted with some new classmates. The 4-year PHS journey included being president of the Audiovisual Club, serving as editor and chief photographer of the class of 1972 yearbook, and spending time on the sidelines to snap some action shots of football games. Then it was college decision time. Since his sister had attended the University of Alberta, and it was as inexpensive as UConn, Doug figured, why not? Bringing home a bachelor's degree with honors in 1976 was approved by the Porter household. But Dad put his foot down when it came to the long hair which Doug had acquired over the past 4 years. It had to go, and a quick trip to a local barber became a necessity. With long hair shorn, it was time to put the degree to work. First stop, the Health Systems Planning Agency for Eastern Connecticut, where the task was compiling data for the Health Systems Plan. The mission was to gather information to prevent illness and promote wellness. To quote Doug, he counted hospital beds. The thought of, I can do better than this, sent him on a new journey beginning in 1980. He began pursuit of an MBA from the University of Connecticut, married Gail Aucoin, started raising his boys, Seth and Justin, and began working nights and weekends for the Woodstock Building Associates.
We used to have a lot of family gatherings when his mom was alive. We used to meet every Sunday afternoon at her house, and I miss those family gatherings because they were everyone would get together, and this was before most of the children were born, and it was fun memories.
Involvement with a WBA would eventually become a career-altering decision. However, from 1982 to 1988, he continued to build the business resume by serving as a real estate loan officer for Barclays American Credit Corp. And Security Capital Credit Corp. He began as a junior analyst and rose to the position of senior vice president. Doug had an increased desire to contribute more to the community of Woodstock, and switching to full-time employment at WBA in 1988 allowed this to happen. The mission? To strengthen and expand local businesses to enhance the town of Woodstock. In 1993, Doug expanded his role by purchasing a larger stake in the company from his partner, Richard Jandro, leading to an ever-involving 40-year association and development within the communities of Woodstock and eventually Franklin, Massachusetts. In 1995, remodeling of homes was added to the building projects, and a design team became part of the organization. Over the course of Doug's involvement, he and his team have built over 250 new homes, remodeled 900 existing homes, developed 6 new neighborhoods, and reconstructed 100 commercial properties. As the building projects expanded, so too did the recognition for Doug's and WBA's accomplishments. Remodeler of the Year from the Hartford Home Builders, Business Person of the Year from the Connecticut Chamber of Commerce, Vocational Service Award from Putnam Rotary, and a Hobby Award from the HBA Connectivity for outstanding remodeling projects are some of many. As demanding as his professional life has been, Doug found time to give back to the community as he had hoped and planned. A 28-year membership in the Putnam Rotary Club has afforded him numerous opportunities to engage both within the organization and the outside offerings of Rotary's sponsored activities.
Just a remarkable man. I mean, such a community man. And the interesting thing about Doug, I think, is he's so humble. For the things that he does for the community, you wouldn't notice it. You really wouldn't. He just keeps everything close to his chest, and an absolutely fantastic family man also.
Having served 2 terms as club president, 11 years as treasurer, 12 on the board of the Rotary Foundation, and a member of the golf and scholarship committees, assisting with the fishing derby and basketball shootout, presents strong evidence as to why he has been awarded a Paul Harris Fellowship. Doug has been active in the town of Woodstock where he resides. As early as 1987, he was a member of the Town Hall Building Committee and has since served on several boards and commissions, including Planning and Zoning, Selectman, Vice Chair of the Elementary Building Committee, while providing construction management for numerous building projects. When one reviews the professional success, the generosity, extensive community involvement, and numerous accolades accumulated by this honoree, it becomes difficult to find a flaw. However, one might ask Doug why year after year he opted to use the same old rotary lapel pin instead of investing a few coins on a replacement. A sign of tradition or simply being frugal? With the aforementioned professional and service schedule, one would have to wonder where Doug might find time to pursue a personal passion. When limited spare time can be slotted in, Doug is an avid cyclist. He climbed Mount Washington 5 times on his bike, not in the family car, and participated in the Day Kimball Coast to Coast Cardiac Care fundraiser, biking from Portsmouth, New Hampshire to DKH in Putnam. And the family is never neglected. There were numerous family outings with Doug's mom over the years, and as the family increased to include grandchildren, Keegan, Kenzie, and Kerry, it was simply added to the gatherings. All Wall inductees established their future foundations at Putnam High School. Many then left the quiet corner of eastern Connecticut to attain successful careers elsewhere, but eventually brought them back as honorees. Doug Porter is a reminder to current students that if the stars align correctly, a successful career can be achieved at one's home base and could return you to where their initial steps were taken, on Putnam High School's Wall of Honor.